Wait, I have one more question. What if somebody doesn't want to do every week? I mean, every week. Can they just do like a one time?
They have that option. So they can either do, so you can give a maximum pledge and just be like, I'll do $5 pledge until I spend $20 and then I'm out. You can do that. You can just do a one-time pledge, like, you know what I mean? I'll do $5 this month and then that's it. Or you can just, it's completely up to them.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
All right. I'm going to put this in Patreon and we'll be good to go. Let's get this post. What's that post? Oh.
And this is the easiest version, early. You know, just like what you're doing anyway, but earlier. It's a good place to start.
Okay. Boom, boom. Publish. Oh. Let's see. Patreons only. Publish now. All right, and we are live, folks.
What's up, y'all? What's up, patrons? Y'all ready for this earliness? We got Meg Scoop in the building. Hi, Meg.
What's up, y'all? What's cracking, my brothers?
Before we start the damn internet, you scary stuff. I want to try sometime this week. We got the contest right after this, but sometime this week we should try like a damn internet, you scary, like some type of like charades where we like call in a Meg, a Kev, or Tony and play like a game, like a specific game, just like another chit chat and cereal, you know?
Yeah. And we got guests for the next couple of weeks, guys, because we want to make sure that you guys are being entertained. Also, we just like to check in with our friends, and we have some pretty dope friends. So you guys are familiar with most of them, but we also may be checking in with some people you're not familiar with or not as familiar with. It's a lot of things on the rise. And if you guys follow us, I'm sure you follow All Def Digital. We got a lot of stuff coming up with All Def Digital, and we'll sprinkle a little here and there for you guys. But yeah, just stay tuned, man. And thank you guys so much for those who can support. Thank you so much for your continued support. For those who aren't in the position where they can, trust me, we get it. So we appreciate y'all watching, even if you're catching it on YouTube or you're taking clips on Instagram. We definitely appreciate the support either way. But moving forward, we have young Meg Scoop in the building. This is her first time on this show.
Scoopers.
Oh my gosh, you guys have no idea how excited I am. Like, I've been so sad that y'all have had everybody and a mama on this show, and I haven't.
You don't live out here, Megan.
Okay, that's why I was sad.
So that's an amazing excuse for us to have. You think about it.
Because of coronavirus, I'm here.
This Zoom stuff changes everything.
It does.
It's like a lifesaver right now, bro. Like,
there's so many locations that are like shook right now because everyone's realizing that you don't really have to go places. People are getting the same amount of work done.
Yeah. I'm so excited, you guys, that I'm here.
What's up, patrons? They say your hair is popping, Meg.
Oh my gosh.
Christina Mendoza. This is her first live since she's become a Patreon supporter for DIYS.
Christina.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Christina. Welcome to the party.
Okay, everybody in here. What it do, y'all?
Okay. Well, let's kick it off with the song, Pat, man.
You want to start the show?
Yeah, let's start the show, man. Let's get it going. Oh, you wanted to do the game first?
No, I was thinking the game could be separate, like its own thing.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go for the Patreon. Because somebody just said what happened to the extra episode of Patreon DIYS. I don't know if we ever promised a separate episode. We always promised some exclusive content.
Yeah.
And that they'll get this episode early. But we didn't promise, I don't think, a separate episode.
Chit Chat and Cereal is private a lot of the time. So we'll probably get back into that. We'll probably get into some charades. I even think a riddle game, riddle wars, some type of shit like that would be fun. So,
and y'all just got the episode of me and my wife and Kevin, Melissa. I put that on our Patreon as well, so you guys got that too. And that's 2 hours of content. So don't act like that. Okay.
I know, right? Go catch up.
But yeah, man, let's kick it off with the song. Meg, do you have a genre you think we should go with?
R&B always.
Oh wait, can we do the song? I thought we can't do the song.
We just can't hit like we don't make big movements. I think like remember we said we could do it with our mouth. Oh, you know what? You're right.
We tested that. It failed.
Oh man.
The songs are on pause, man.
Oh man, I was so ready. I had my dance and everything.
That's probably for the best that we can't do it.
Can it?
Yeah. I forgot because when one person is talking, the mic and the sound focuses on that person. So when there's someone else tries to start rapping or singing, you lose the beat. We tried it last week. It did not work. It was an epic fail.
So I'm gonna just say, internet, you're scary, dop. Internet, you scary, wop, wop. Internet, you scary, whoa. All right, so now you can't say we didn't do nothing. It's better than nothing. Man, we might as well kick it off by saying we just got the news that this quarantine is going to be a heck of a lot longer than we thought. So what are y'all thoughts on that? What are y'all about to start doing? Are y'all about to start picking up new hobbies? Y'all about to start slanging drugs? What are the plans for this new extended quarantine?
I mean, I thought about prostitution, but you can't get close to nobody. So I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
No, that's how we got here, Meg. But you can do an OnlyFans. And from what I heard, women are racking up doing just the bare minimum on OnlyFans. They're like $24.99 a month. Boom. And then that's all you get.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the webcam stuff?
OnlyFans, yeah, but it's basically like it's basically like Patreon, but just like the tone of it is more for like sexy girls. You're not looking for like exclusive like BTS. Like nah, it's just like bra.
Don't come to my OnlyFans page.
Man, I guarantee
your Bibles.
I guarantee you'll clean up.
Scripture.
This chick posted on Twitter.
Oh, bra strap.
This chick posted on Twitter that she had made $4,000 for the month, and like she did like a screen record.
I saw that. No, 8K. It was 8.
Yeah, and it was literally just bathing suit, pictures of her feet, her getting out of a swimming pool. It was nothing extreme at all.
Nothing. She was in a cat suit. It was the cat onesie in one of them.
Ever, and she made $8,000 just off of that off of OnlyFans.
Lord. Only I could do that.
I know people cleaning up, and they're doing.
Well, I'm talking on there. I'm sure there's some women on there looking for y'all.
I got OnlyFans.
Oh, I feel like you could rack up, Pat.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, you have an OnlyFans?
I have an OnlyFans for $45 a month. I do dick helicopters every Thursday night. I'm serious.
Wait,
I'm making $20,000 a month. Yeah. Sometimes I go right. And then around the 30-minute mark, I switch it up, and then I go left. I go this way.
Wait, are you joking? Because there's really weird people on the internet that would like pay for real.
Look it up. $45. That's what I call the gold package. And then there's the circumcised package.
Are you serious or not?
I'm dead serious. And then I have this segment. It's called Make Tea Time with Patrick. I get a teacup and I put tea in it. And then instead of an actual tea bag, I just have my balls enter the frame and I dip them. And then and the comments go crazy because it's all live. And then I get suggestions for like kind of
so fast. I think you're telling the truth.
I am telling the truth. And then the fans vote on a poll. They say if they want me to do green tea, Earl Grey tea, black tea, or sleepy time tea.
He's lying. Pat's OnlyFans page consists of him going to different beauticians and salons and sitting down like he's about to get it done, and then he runs away.
That segment is called "You're Never Gonna Catch Me." I go, all right, take it off. Yoink, never. I run away like a French villain.
Oh my gosh, that actually would be hilarious. Yo.
But check out my OnlyFans, you guys. I got a live show coming up this Friday. I'm doing titty tassels, dick helicopters. all 9.
Are you telling the truth? I don't understand.
Meg's going crazy. I'm not gonna look it up, but I want to know.
It's real. I'm not gonna check. I need to know if you're lying.
Meg is a worried auntie right now.
I am. Why would you do that?
Freaking
Don't
out.
dick helicopter for people. Stop.
We've been working out. Fran and I have been working out in the driveway. And then just still shooting like crazy. Like, wait, it's crazy. Like, we've been shooting a lot to be on lockdown. But I will say this, I have started drinking way more. I realized it like last week, and I was like, I gotta slow down, because I was making more trips to the supermarket to grab liquor than I was drinks, like water and stuff like that. But like my bar is like fully stocked.
Tahir.
Wait, let me see.
And the only people drinking is you and your wife?
Mm-hmm.
That's hard though, nigga. It's quarantine.
Hold on, though. This
I feel like there's gonna be so many alcoholics after this quarantine is over.
But it's not alcoholism if you are stuck at home.
How do you think it starts?
It's great.
What is that?
If you see it, you can get it at Trader Joe's. You can get it at a couple different places. But if you find this scratch, here's the thing though, it's kind of pricey. This wine right here,
it looks like it. That bottle looks like it's from the future.
You get it from one store at 75. You get it from Trader Joe's, it's like 50 or 60. But it's worth it.
Pretty wine.
But yeah, I had to slow down because I was like, well, to be fair though, I had a lot of that like prior to. The bar was already stocked. My bar was always stocked. And then like, Pat, you came to the birthday party. Like, people brought like 4 and 5 bottles of liquor at the birthday party. Then at the birthday show, people brought like 4 and 5 bottles of liquor too. So the bar is always stocked, to be fair.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I had to slow that down because I was like, I can't have this turn into a problem. Then also, like, alcohol makes you gain weight too. So I had to reel it all the way back. So now this is my first glass of alcohol in, I don't know, maybe like 3-4 days.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, huh? To here.
I really don't care what time it is.
My rule is noon. After noon is like, okay, you good. Ain't nobody popping open something unless it's a mimosa prior to noon. But after noon, fair game. And it's like we're literally stuck at home, and it's so much more fun when you're a little drunk.
Man, listen.
I've started drinking more too. Yeah, I'm starting to get more
drunk,
wine.
Meg?
What you doing? You doing shots of soy sauce or sake?
That's why you get fed. That's what you get. That's what you get.
It's sake dipped in soy sauce.
Soy bombs.
Disgusting. No, seriously, I've been drinking, like, I'm a big, like, Moscato. I like sweet wine. So I've been drinking all type of sweet wine.
You don't get headaches?
No.
Well, okay, what does drunk Meg be doing? What is like tipsy / drunk? First of all, how much do you drink? Like, do you drink to the point where you're like, whoa, or do you just
oh my gosh, so this is the funny
half a glass, that's it.
No, I would rather eat my calories. I've always been like that. So I'm like, 2 glasses, cool, then give me cupcakes. Like, I don't need to get drunk. I want to eat
rum cake.
So so I've never really been like drunk, right? My entire life. I've never had a hangover. I've never been like forgot, like didn't know what happened the next morning. Like, I just like, so it never happened. However, I want to say, like, right before the quarantine started, my fiance and I went out. We were like, okay, let's go out. We got, like, my parents were here watching the baby. So we're like, cool, let's go out. I don't know what was wrong with me that day. I'm going to just tell you, I'm 35 years old, and that was the first time I threw up. I had a hangover.
Wait. Have you said this on camera before?
No, this is the first time. I don't think I've ever.
Exclusive drop. Wait. All right. Start from the beginning of the night. Don't go the whole night. have a respectable stopping point. But tell me about all of this.
So I was happy. I was like, cool, we're going out. You know, I'm a mom, so we don't really get to go out and have like date night. So my fiance and I, we go to like this bar lounge that I've been like looking up. They have live music, and then it turns into a DJ. And I was like, I always wanted to go there. So we went there, and I typically drink like 2 drinks, and then like that's it. I'm doing water the rest of the night just because I just want to be hydrated. So this time I did like 4 drinks, but then my fiance was like, oh, like it was like girl stuff, like girly drinks.
What?
Like lemon drops, or like I like Moscow mules. It was like Sex on the Beach, like those kind of drinks, right?
First of all, Moscow Mule will knock somebody out. So that's why I asked, because some people say it's just girly drinks, like an old fashioned and a bourbon straight. Like,
No, well, I mean, I always thought, okay, well, maybe those are strong, but those, you know, I typically drink those. So then my fiance, he always does like brown liquor. So he's like, here, taste some of mine. So typically, I don't like the taste of brown liquor. I think it's disgusting. I don't know why anyone drinks it, right? So I never drink it. I never partake. But I was like, hey, why not? And then in my tipsy brain, I was like, if I hold my nose and drink it, I can drink as much as I want. Right? So that's what I started doing.
Wait. For the amount of ridiculous shit that we say and you judge us, that was an original Meg thought? That was an original Megan thought. That's crazy. That literally sounds like something that, wow, that we would say.
I know. Hey, you guys, I'm actually more like you than you think, all right? I hate to say that, and I hate to admit that. But the truth is, it is.
You started knocking them back with your nose closed?
Yeah, because I was like, instead of just doing a quick sip, because I hate the taste of like Jack Daniels or whatever, I was like, oh, if I go like this, I can like drink a whole lot more. So she's
literally taking shots like Tylenol.
I'm like, I think I might have done that like 4 times.
Cups,
but I don't
or shots?
Like shots, but I can't, they weren't like, I don't know how much, like I can't tell you the amount because I was just going, I don't know how many. So I had 4 full drinks, 4 cocktails at 4 shots of different amounts, right? I probably had eaten like way earlier that night. So then like by the end of us being at the, like all I know is I started dancing.
So you were just drinking. This wasn't at food or anything. This was just.
No, this was just at the bar, right? So I'm like dancing, whatever, feeling good. We're about to leave. And I'm like, hey babe, let's go to Waffle House. Like I haven't been to Waffle House since we moved to Atlanta, right?
What is this?
So I haven't been there in years. I used to go like in college and stuff. So I was like, let's go to Waffle House. You know, nothing good happens at Waffle House, right? So at this point, it's like, I want to say it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I just remember, I don't know how we got to Waffle House, even though I had the directions. I don't know how we got there.
It wasn't by car? Did you guys take a unicorn?
Yeah, my fiance was good. It was me that was just like, so we get in there. All I remember is looking at the menu and going like smothered and hash browns and sausage.
Oh, Meg, you drunk.
Like I ordered a waffle. I ordered like hash brown, like stuff that I don't even really eat, right? It's just like ordering it. I remember going to the bathroom.
In the Waffle House?
Yeah, at the Waffle. I remember going to like use the bathroom. I came back and like I had to put my head down on the table. I was like, I can't do this. And then the food came and I just was looking at it. And then next thing you know, I walked myself back to the bathroom, but I swear to you, my eyes were closed. I swear I was just walking like this to the bathroom.
You didn't even eat?
No, I locked the door and I just heaved, but I made it to the toilet. So then I just remembered to myself, like, what has your life come to? You're throwing up in the Waffle House toilet. And I just was like trying my best to hold my hair back, but like not get too close to the toilet seat because it's disgusting. So I was like, so I threw up in there. I don't know how long I was in there, but I think I might have been there for like 25 minutes and it's a single stall. Okay. So it's like people waiting and I'm just
listening.
Yes, and I'm just sitting there. I don't know how long I was in there. My fiance, I think he knocked on the door, or like I walked out and he was right there, and he already had the food like packed up. He was like, "Yeah, you're not about to eat here." So then we get home. Don't know how we got home. All I know is he's like,
I would assume car again, probably.
Yes, car again. He's helping me out of the car, and I'm like. He's like, you got to be quiet because your parents are here. They're probably asleep. You don't want to wake them up and alert them to the fact that you were this old and you're drunk for the first time. So we come into the house. Like, he's like, take my shoes off, all that kind of stuff, right? I lay down in the bed. I immediately jump up and like run to my bathroom and heave, but I make it into the sink. So he's like, my hair. Yeah, I made it to the sink. So
oh, God.
Throw the whole bathroom away.
I don't know what it is about the sink. I just too personal for throwing.
It's better than to be on the floor or See what I'm saying? That's easy cleanup. I just remember throwing up in there. I don't think I brushed my teeth. I don't really know. Then I just lay down. And I'm gonna tell y'all the next day, it was Sunday, and we had to, like, my parents were here. So I had already told them, like, we're gonna go to church in the morning, see y'all get up, whatever, right? Regretting it when I woke up. I had my stomach, like, I had diarrhea. Like, it was terrible, all right? It was bad. And like,
you went to church?
Oh, I had to play it off like I was good. So let me tell you.
Oh, you had to act like you weren't hungover?
Oh my gosh, that's the hardest thing to do. Nobody ever told me this part of it. Hey, and it was terrible. Like, when people say, like, how they do, like, I understand why people don't want you to talk to them when they have a hangover. My dad was talking to me. My sweet father, you've met him, Tahir. You met him, Pat, right?
Yeah, you're like, shut up.
My tall, gentle, giant father, he was talking to me about something, and I was just thinking in my head, if you don't shut the up. Like, I was like, oh my gosh.
This is by far the best Meg story of all time. Like, it's not even close.
Yeah.
You have a headache?
Oh, yeah, I had a headache and everything. And then my fiance is like walking me through. He's like, you'll feel better at about like 3 o'clock today. So just drink some water. Like, so then finally, yeah, we like go out to like church. I was just sitting there like, oh my gosh. And then my baby was acting up in church, and I just was like, I want to get out of here. And so then,
he wanted to drink. Mav wanted to drink too. He had just worked a double. He wanted to have a cup.
My baby.
He's like, you can't hold your liquor. Knock it back. Hennessy and a sippy.
Oh yeah. And then I was just like, I don't understand why people keep drinking. Why do people do this weekend after weekend and feel like this?
Because of that. That sounds like a fun ass experience that you had.
If you didn't have to go to church that next morning, all you had to do was just lay down and watch Law and Order. You would have been chilling. You know
no, I wouldn't have. My stomach felt like trash. I would have just been laying down, going back to sleep, because I don't even want to be awake for this recovery period. It was terrible. Why do people do this?
Well, no one ever gets to that level. And I think it's more because you didn't eat. Drinking when you didn't eat is like really dangerous. And you mixed alcohols, clear and
oh yeah, absolutely.
So you kind of did everything that leads to where you got.
Wrong. Yo, Pat. So I did the Love Hour Sunday, right? With a friend, and I told them this story. So some of the patrons they've heard it, but y'all haven't heard this story before, right?
Okay.
We were talking about, I forgot how we got on it, but I was telling them about the time I think I got tricked on a date by this dude, right?
Wait, what?
You're on a date with a dude?
I got tricked on a date by a dude, right? So this is what happened. Let me tell you what. Listen.
With the dude?
Listen. This is when I was working at the jail. So this was right before I started working at ADD, right?
What?
So one of the teachers, he had got another job offer back from where he was at in Houston. So he was leaving. So he was supposed to be putting together this whole going away thing. And I was like, all right, cool. Just let me know the date. I'll pull up. Send me the date. It was at Cabo Cantina in West Hollywood, right? So
this is somebody at your job.
This is somebody at the job.
And he just invited you there for what?
It was supposed to be a going away party. It was supposed to be all the teachers supposed to be there for his going away party.
His going away party. Okay.
Bro.
Wait, how did he invite you though?
He just texted me. We would all text us. They would come to the comedy shows. Like Aaron Edwards worked there. Takar worked there. It was a couple comics that worked there. So they would come out and support us and stuff like that. So he texted me, hey, this is where we meeting at. I'm like, cool, bet. I'll pull up. Bro, I get there early because you know me. I like to be prompt for the most part. I get up and I'm just waiting. I don't see nobody else. And I see him pull in. He pulls his car. He parks. We're parking on the street. And so I get up like, yo, whatever. You know, so we greeting. He was like, I guess everybody else is going to be late or some people going to be late. Takar still supposed to come. I'm like, all right, cool. He was like, well, we can head over there. So I'm like, cool. We walking down the street. And so as we walking toward Cabo Cantina, these two guys are walking toward us. And one of the guys looks like, And so dude puts his arm over me. It's like, he good. And I was like, thank you. Right. But then I was like,
wait. First of all, the was to you?
Yes. Yes. Right.
Wait. So wait. Describe this coworker though.
Slim guy, clean cut guy. I think just he had low haircut at the time.
He had gay man build.
Yeah, very very slender, shirt always tucked in, type stuff.
Oh, like
But you didn't know he was gay?
No, I knew he was gay. I didn't care. Like, he was still the homie. Like, I didn't care.
Okay.
I was going to be supportive of one of my coworkers leaving.
Right.
So, I was just like, all right, that was weird. So we sit down at Cava Cantina, right? And we sit at this table. It's a long table. We got the long table because we think people are gonna come. So we sitting across from each other. So like we kind of like looking at each other like, no, are we talking? And so order a martini, not a martini, margarita, right? And so we both ordered the same margarita. So the dude comes back with one big margarita and 2 straws. I was like, fam, no, that's not what we're doing. We needed 2.
This is real.
This is a real story, Pat. 2 margaritas come back, right? He brings
wait, I'm so sorry. I need like every single piece. So wait. So he brought one giant margarita and put it down with 2 straws, and you said what?
I said, bro, no, we ordered 2 margaritas. He's like, oh, I thought y'all was sharing a margarita because y'all asked for the same thing. I was like, no.
And how did the dude react to that you were with?
He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything like he was going to just go with it if I would have went with it. He was just going to like,
I got to close my window. Hang on.
I don't want nobody else to hear your story.
No, it's a lawnmower. All right,
bro.
All right, keep going.
And here's the thing: the whole time I'm still, because I'm so naive. And Farron tells me all the time, like, when women have tried to like flirt or something like that, she'd be like, "You're so naive when people are like trying to flirt with you." So I'm still like, "Oh man, nah, tripping, bro, tripping." You know what I'm saying? Like, you're 2 margaritas that. So he orders nachos. Jay orders nachos. So we eating the nachos, right? But we sharing the nachos. And as I'm eating the nachos, I'm like, ain't nobody else come.
How long has it been by now? Because they brought you a drink and an appetizer.
Bro, it's been about 30, 35 minutes at this point.
And the whole time he's just like, let's just get some nachos. Like, I'm sure we'll be here any minute.
It's casual conversation, right? So about 30, 35 minutes into it, I'm like, oh, bro, trying to fuck.
Oh, you picked up on it?
At 35 minutes, nobody else had come. Takara said, no, I'm not going to come to that one. I'm going to come to the other going away. And I'm like, there were 2? Like,
the other one?
Wait, did anybody else?
Nobody else from the
Nobody knew about this one?
Bro, he just took me on a date. And he paid. You think I didn't let him? Because I did.
Wait. Okay, so he didn't even invite anybody else.
Bro, to my knowledge, he had invited everybody. I didn't.
But wait, afterwards, did you ask people?
Did you talk to other people?
I asked Takara why she didn't come, because she had, at first she told me she was gonna come, and then she was like, "No, I'm gonna go to the other one later on." And I was like, "All right, that's weird." And then like we finished. I was like, "Wait, man, I gotta get ready to head to a show." My plan was just to stop by. He's like, "Oh, it's cool. I'll walk you to your car." And I was just like, "I'm straight." He's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna go that way either." So he like, we both, because our cars were parked like literally in front and behind each other. So he just walked there talking and stuff like that. And I felt like he was lingering. You know, you walk somebody to the door, you just be like.
But by this time, you picked up on it.
Bro, by this time, I was like, I got a whole lady at the crib, bro. What are you doing? I mean, I appreciate the drinks and the little nachos, but you ain't smashing off no drinks and no nachos, my boy. What are you thinking? You wild as hell.
So in your mind, you're like, you have to do way better than nachos and a margarita.
I'm talking about, I need a house here in a villa in a country that doesn't have extra.
So he felt like, okay, I'm leaving anyways. I might as well try.
Kobe.
That is equal parts bold and kind of game. That is game. Going away. But the thought, what did he want? Like, you would just be like,
he wanted to smash.
But the thing is, like, from Tahir, for a straight man to be like, well, damn, nobody else came, so I might as well be gay tonight. Like, that's a big switch. Just
wait a minute, because Tahir does have some tendencies. He dresses really, really nice. Okay. His sense of fashion is a little eccentric. And so, you know, that might have gotten interpreted.
You did order a margarita.
They were the happy hour special. They were like $3 for the big margaritas.
Okay, so in conjunction, you put all these things together. You drinking a margarita, you dress eccentric.
First of all, man, I don't dress eccentric.
You
I
do.
Dress,
It's very okay.
no.
It's different.
Eccentric is an extension of flamboyant. I don't dress
best.
flamboyant. I dress nice. Okay, Meg. I get
okay. So that can get misinterpreted to here as sometimes you might be on the very fashion. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying somebody along with your margaritas and along with you playing along with him when the other gay boys was trying to holler at you, he was like, excuse me. Like he might have interpreted it like, oh yes, all these.
I didn't play along with them. It was just it caught me off off guard. Somebody was like, and I was like, oh, what's happening here?
The he good is great. He good, nigga.
Right.
He claimed you before he even converted you.
And I thought he was just trying to like show. I thought he was just looking out because he's like, yeah, they be hollering out here.
Yeah,
like,
he was looking out. All right.
He was like, because they try. It's a game for them to try to turn straight men. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Like, who be trying to do that whole time? No,
it was a game. You were in the game. He was Jigsaw.
You didn't know he was in the game.
So with the margaritas, like they had like one that was like this, that was like $3, right? And then the big one, like the fishbowl one, was like $6. It was like, it makes more sense to get the 6. I'm like, yeah, let me get the big one.
But that was the one you share, right?
Bro, I didn't know that though. I was like, no, you gotta bring another one of these, bro.
How have you never told? You gotta tell that on stage. Well, if there is a stage, but that is amazing. Wait, so how long did the date last? Was it like 40? A cool 40?
First of all, let's not call it a date.
It was a date here.
No, it was an outing between two co-workers that one may have misconstrued.
It was a date. You just didn't know it. In your mind, it was a group meeting, but it didn't end up being that. So you have to call it something else.
It was absolutely a date.
The fact that he told the restaurant it was 10 people and sat you guys at a 10-person table just for this game is crazy. Bro. That means there were some big gay parties that didn't get to sit down because of y'all.
Nah, it was early enough to where they still had time. That's number one. Number two, shut up. Number three,
it was early, so he was planning on putting in some work.
Yep. Get them cheeks before your show. How does it feel to hear to be the girl?
I mean, he paid for the date. He opened up my door. You know,
he opened your car door. Oh wow! He give you a little kiss on the cheek.
He's laid his jacket down over the puddle.
How did y'all end it? Did y'all give each other like one of these?
That was nice. Huh?
Did y'all end it with like one of these?
You know, when I grip up, I always like hold people right here anyway. So I don't
even on the going away.
Everybody gets that, my boy.
So even on the never gonna see you again.
Did he linger a little longer? Like, ooh, hold me in your strong arms to hear.
Shut up, Meg.
I'm saying, did he linger? Did you feel a little weird on this grip up after you realized you wanted a date with this man and he paid for you?
He didn't grip up. He didn't grip up the second time or the first time.
That right there. That's
he has a rule. Damn, those were back to back good stories. I want to round this out with a story of my own. I have a story. I think I only told this once. It's pretty embarrassing. I accidentally and unknowingly helped a prostitute shop for her hoe fit for that night.
Wait, what?
Yes, I unknowingly helped a prostitute pick out her hoe outfit for the night.
How do you not know this?
Okay, so apparently there's a lot of rules in Vegas that I wasn't hip to. Okay. Even down to the wire of if you see a female walking by herself, more than likely that's a prostitute. I didn't know this kind of things. Okay. It's a lot of telltale signs that I did not pick up on. I was on the strip.
You just thought she was just by her, so she got lost from her girlfriends from her bachelorette party.
I was but a wee lad. I was on the Vegas Strip. It was around Fat Tuesdays, so there was like a lot of those like kind of suspect hotels, like the Flamingo and stuff, like places that you don't really stay but always be packed for some reason.
Right.
So I don't know how I got separated, but I figured shit, I was by myself. I'm not a prostitute. And I didn't know that rule until I told this story. So I was by myself, and this very lovely, thick black girl came out of a hotel room, sign number 1, by herself. She was just walking, and I was like, oh, hey, you know what I mean? Like I was, it was a trip with my niggas. That was kind of the whole thing. So I talked to her, and she was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to the mall real quick. And I was like, oh shit, let me join you. So we're walking, chopping it up. We go into this shopping center in Vegas, on the strip. And we go into some store. I don't know what it was. But I was just, obviously I was just like, game time, Pat, like in the zone, ignoring a whole bunch of stuff, right? So we're in this spot. She's like looking around, being like, oh, this is cute, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, I'm just on the phone, kind of like looking around, like, all right. So she does this thing where she goes into the dressing room and tries on a whole bunch of stuff and keeps asking me to come in. And I come in and I'm like looking at it. I'm like, hey, like this is going great. And she's just like doing the whole thing. Meanwhile, I have no idea. I'm being fucking stalked as a potential sugar daddy, right?
Oh, you finna be a John.
I am being cased because this girl was beautiful and I was a little subpar at the time. So I remember what my hair looked like at the time. It was a transitional phase. So so basically, she tries on all this stuff, finds the perfect outfit, and then she's like, I think I'm gonna take this one. And I'm like, well, you look great in it. And we're like at the cashier, and I'm just like doing my thing. Like I'm looking at stuff, I'm on my phone, and she's like doing this weird, like lingering thing where she's just kind of like looking at me like, yeah, like in retrospect, she was absolutely waiting for me to be like, shit, I got you, girl.
Right,
like, blah, blah,
right.
blah, 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 blah. So once I was just like, nigga, not me. She kind of knew where this was going in terms with the casing. So she got her shit herself, and we started walking back, and she was just like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna take an Uber, which I'm pretty sure it was not an Uber. And she ended up just being like, all right, peace out. But like the energy was just different at that point. Like she was on some just like, nigga, bye. So she got in the car and dipped. She was just like, I stay off the strip, maybe we could hang out tonight, just that whole thing. So in my dumbass mind, I'm still like, okay, like
you're still in the running for it?
Possibly. So here's what makes this the good story, okay? I end up going out that night to this like club, right? The club is like, at the time, Vegas was not fucking with hip hop that much. It was mostly EDM, and there was only a few hip hop clubs because they were known to get shot up or fights and stuff like that. So we were at this place, and there was just all these niggas there. We could not get in. The line was all the way like crazy, and only people who were like VIP or just like, all the crazy, like them it niggas was in there. I kid you not. I see this same girl taking a John, this just old dude with chains, tap out shirt, just nigga who's clearly a mark, right? And she's with him, but she's like a couple steps ahead of him. Like, damn, I hope nobody sees me. Leaving the club, going to like the hotel part in the outfit that I helped her pick out. So, so I see her and I'm like, yo, what up? And she's just like, hey, and just like walks right past me. And then I see the dude behind him just like, and I was like, yo, what the hell? I think they're together. And my dumbass still didn't put the pieces together until I talked to my boys, and then they ran down like, nigga, that was a prostitute. And now I feel like I was owed commission because I helped her look that good to get that nigga. So I should have got at least 20%.
Oh my gosh.
Pat, he had that same outfit on. And
Pat is young though. Pat is, we forget because he hangs with us, but Pat he's young.
I know nothing. Literally everything I know about the prostitute game is everything that them niggas told me and everything that you told me. That's it. I gotta do more research because I'm out here looking like a lick.
Absolutely.
Wait, did you make it in though? Did you see her when you guys get in?
No, she was already on her shit. She pulled the nigga on the inside with money, and they were on their way to fuck. So I saw her leaving the hotel room in the fit. Okay. And I was just like, and I still didn't put the pieces together, but
oh, Pat,
the boy helped a hoe shop. I was like, yeah, you look great in that one.
Oh,
Pat,
we should do a show called 3 Stories. Everybody brings a story.
That would be fire too.
Oh,
This was just all the fun.
Yeah, man.
How much time we at?
Man, I don't even know. It doesn't show me how long we've been recording per se. And it doesn't say
45 minutes, I think. Almost 45.
That we've been talking?
Yeah, almost, yeah.
Okay, cool.
They said it's because I'm nerdy. They think we licks. First of all, I was enamored by the fact that I was considered sexy enough to be a lick. That's why I was up here. And then
you think it was because you were sexy?
You understand you don't have to be sexy to be a lick, right?
I didn't understand what was going on, Megan. Okay, let me think I was sexy for a second, and then I was told, and then I was like, oh, okay, I get it.
You think you are that sexy that some really like she's in law school, she's just super pretty, and she wants to talk to me.
I wasn't worried about if she was in law school or not.
I'm just saying, what did you think her profession was?
It's Vegas. Who the fuck is asking that kind of shit?
That's what I'm saying. It's very obvious. It's Vegas.
Well, now I know it's obvious. Now, I mean, I'm not the same lick I was before. That was me as like a 19, 20-year-old lick.
I feel like a year from now, you're going to have this same story and be like, man, it happened to me again, guys. I was in Vegas.
Oh, well, I'm paranoid now, so it don't matter. It don't matter at all. I'm highly trained in the art of paranoia. But we actually thanks. I hope you guys like this because we ain't had no commercial breaks, ain't no ads right now. Okay, this quarantine is hitting.
I don't know. Like this is for it. So we make money off of ads, guys, and right now there are no ads. Okay.
Niggas who sell socks pulled out. They were like, socks are slow. I was like, nigga, socks are slow right now? I did not know that socks were this slow just because niggas were at home. But we do got to jump off of here. We got to test the DEF CON for all those of you guys who are watching this Saturday, Saturday, April 4th. We are having our first fully digital conference. It's going to be the All DEF CON. It's going to be hosted by Meg Scoop. We basically put together a schedule of, it's just going to be just like a conference, but all digital. It's going to be a dad jokes hour. There's going to be an hour for arts and raps, an hour for all the leads of the verticals to explain what's going on with All Def. We're going to get Tip in there. T.I. is going to talk about how he invested. We have a, great taste, roast me, just like a bunch of dope panels. You guys will get to ask anything you guys want. There's going to be virtual booths for you guys to get merch. There's going to be a tab for you guys to network with for each other. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And we are running the tech rehearsal in about 20 minutes. So,
and it's only $1 for everybody that is interested. Yep. Literally $1.
Right. So, and the proceeds go to help people affected by COVID-19. So you guys should definitely cover it.
So it's not for us out here.
Yeah, we're not. It's not for us. It's literally just to help people. So
So again, that's going to be this Saturday. It's going to start around what does it start around 10 or 11?
I think it starts at 12 actually.
Did they push it up?
I can tell you right now because I downloaded the flyer.
Something like that.
I wrote the schedule. I put it at 10.
Oh, it actually doesn't say. It just says All Def Experience Saturday, April 4th.
Well, either way, we're gonna open it early so you guys can just walk around, see the not walk, you'll be at the computer, but you guys can see the see the merch booths, network with each other, talk All Def, talk about whatever you guys want. But yes, that will be this Saturday. It is 12.
Huh? That's Eastern time.
Okay, so 10. Wait.
No, that's 9 Pacific.
Okay, that's because we're opening the doors an hour early. So the conferences will be starting at 10. Digital doors will open at 9 PST, 12 Eastern. So check that out.
Stay in your living room, wear your PJs and come visit us.
Anything else you guys want to shout out before we get up out of here?
Yes, if you guys love me, come check me out on my podcast. Mommy Needs a Break. Me and my homegirl Marisa trying to just take a break from being super moms. We're on there. We cut up.
Do y'all drink?
We have cool guests.
Do y'all drink? Man, y'all should all have a glass of wine while you do the show.
Oh, you're a Moscato.
that signifies that mommy needs a break. Nothing
I know, but there's a
signifies
lot of mommy podcasts that do that. So we're like, we trying to be like them.
But you trying to get that sponsorship though, right?
I know, but we're doing like the clean sponsorship guys. Okay, you add alcohol, then it turns into
okay. A lot of people do wine, but who would actually have a bigger chance of getting reached out to by a wine company?
Well, we would rather do smoothies. We're on the health tip, so we be having green smoothies.
There you go.
Meg, somebody just asked, do you have a Patreon?
Actually, we do. Mommy Needs a Break. We just started it, so look it up. Mm-hmm. Please come and enjoy us.
Support her. You see how stressful it is to be a mom. You heard that Waffle House story.
Yes.
That shit pushed her to her first hangover college experience at 35.
Hey, isn't that sad? I thought about that. I was like, oh my gosh, I've never been this drunk. This is
why is that sad? Don't you realize? You should have realized why people do this. It's that fun.
No, this is because at 35, you should have been like, man, I've been doing this for like 15 years, 21. Like,
you waiting this long? Down. Yeah, that part's sad. The drinking.
That's the thing. I've been to college. I never had any of these experiences. This is sad. This is what
more drunk Meg stories.
That's because you were a lame in college, Meg.
No, I was actually very cool. Everybody knew me.
That doesn't mean you cool though.
Right.
Everybody can know the lame person.
I was at every party early and I left late every party.
You were at every party
early?
No, she was at every party as a chaperone. She was a chaperone at the party with a ruler.
I was at the party when they started and I did not leave until they ended. I was like one of the last people to leave. That was like everything. And I still had a 4.0.
I don't trust niggas that walk into a party at 8 p.m.
Because I was like, I never got to party a lot. So I would go like at the beginning and I would chill out and dance. And I was part of it dancing. So we would just all go there early and we would get our dance on and we would like coordinate how he was going to dance.
Coordinate? Okay. You coordinate fun?
Yes.
She plans her fun. She wrote her fun down in her planner.
In the itinerary. All right, guys, everybody shut up. We're starting fun right now.
There's nothing wrong with planning your fun.
It absolutely is, man. It absolutely is.
Tahir, what you got coming up, Tahir? What wording is hard is doing crazy? Do some shout outs.
Shout out to everybody that's watched Wording is Hard, man. Clayton Thomas episode is up right now. Melissa episode goes up on Wednesday. That's Mrs. Kevin on stage. I'm low key. Melissa's episode was in my top 5. She was funny.
I haven't finished it.
I was so thrilled to have her because a lot of people only get to see Melissa as a guest on one of Kev's shows or while she's doing something where she's moderating. So she can't all the way let go because she still has to like move along. But on this one, she was a guest and she got to let her hair down. Melissa is funny, bro. I think you're gonna like that.
I'm gonna see this episode.
It's gonna be really fun.
First two episodes are fire.
Yeah. I got a new podcast coming out where I'm basically talking to myself, like 2 sides of one story. And so you get like the hood version and you also get like the regular version. And the trailer's almost done for that one. So that one's going to go up on the personal page. And then I'll probably start my Patreon in April. So, we're just moving, man. We got to figure it out. Like for entertainers, bro, it's hard because we're like some people, they can get unemployment. I probably won't be able to get that unemployment. So, we got to stay vigilant out here. So, we out here.
Yeah, man.
What about you, Pat? What you got going on?
Well, as far as this Zoom stuff, man, it's changing stuff. I think it's giving us a whole bunch of options that we never considered before. So as far as Damn Internet You Scary, I think we're gonna try maybe implementing some more of these games that are so fun. Like we talked about, me and Meg did like a sample charades. I think would be fun. Mm-hmm. Maybe like a couple of riddle games. I'm starting a new podcast with my cousin Fred. It's called Caught Snacking, and it's a food podcast. It's hilarious. We filmed the first episode. That'll be dropping this Friday. And just look out for All Def Gaming, man. I'm ramping that up, and we're gonna start a lot of stuff on Zoom. So yeah.
Shout out to Arcade Tokens too, man. Y'all be doing.
Love those guys, man.
Yeah. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Cleo, man. We got some great people in our circles, man. What's crazy when when All Deaf shut down, was that last year, last August?
Yeah, July.
Officially, yeah, I would never thought we would come full circle and we're back here. It was a complete
Right.
180 of what I thought would happen.
For real.
Because I've always said that at some point I want to work back with Meg because Meg gets stuff done, bro. Like whether you're her friend or not, whether you are her friend or not, Meg will call you out if you are wrong. That's all she is on the side of right and wrong. And like to have people like that in your camp, that's somebody you want that's looking over your numbers, somebody that's looking over the money. Like you want people in those positions who aren't just gonna say yes because they're your friends. So super excited to be working back with my friends, my family, my homies. Shout out to everybody that's been supporting the squad from day one. Shout out to everybody. I'll tell y'all this story off camera. But Meg, I got a story for you. Just know that. But yeah, thank you to everybody, man, that's been supporting, and we actually just continue to support, and we got some great things in the woodworks. And yeah, we look forward to the future, man, whatever that may be.
Yeah, and also I'm proud of us too, because we could have completely disappeared after All Deaf disappeared. You know what I mean? We could have. And I think just to add what you said about working together again, I think that we all grinded so hard in that downtime that All Deaf or not, we would have been working together again. You know what I mean? So I think that's a for sure testament to the chemistry and the just like the bond that we have with our fan base also. So I think
real quick, I'm sorry, Pat, I had to cut you off, but I want to say that because I got to make another video about it. Listen, to everybody that watched last week's episode, where I got emotional, thank you so much for the kind words. Man. I had an influx of messages to my inbox on Facebook, on Instagram. People have emailed me saying that they go through the same thing. One guy was like, I set my girl down and showed her this and told her this is why I act the way I act and why I do the way I do.
Oh, wow. And
yo, Pat, I had to screenshot some of the things that people have sent me because it was just so meaningful. I know it would get lost in the messages, but thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for allowing me to be vulnerable, not taking advantage of me in that situation, applauding me, and using that as an invitation to create your own dialogue in your homes, and your relationships, and your friendships. Like, if nothing else, that's what I really wanted it for, to show that we all come from different paths of life. We all go through things, and we're more connected than disconnected than we ever realized. We all have that thing that we're carrying on our back and we are afraid to expose because of how it's gonna make us look, how people are gonna look at us afterwards. So the fact that you guys not only accepted it, but embraced me after all the trauma that I've been through means the absolute world to me. People donated and gave gifts and generous donations. I can never thank you guys enough for that. It really helps in the situation, not from the donation standpoint, but from the acceptance standpoint, to really walk my truth and embrace it more and be more vocal and be more open and receptive to love and feelings of that nature. So thank you guys so much for that, because I genuinely appreciate it, and I know my family appreciates it too. So thank you guys so much. And thank you, Pat, for helping me create the platform where I could feel comfortable enough to even do that. So
that's insanity. And I think that it shows that all of that was so much bigger than us. You know what I mean? Like the fact that somebody used that, they were just like, they just showed what you said to say something that they didn't know how to, is just like, well, shit, like this is so much bigger than us. And I can only imagine the feedback that you got, because just as somebody who was like lucky enough to be a part of that moment on Twitter, I'm getting just tagged in stuff that people are saying that, like, you know, it helped them from a female's point of view. They were just like completely blown away by how powerful that moment was. But even from a male point of view, how many people were just like, I feel exactly like that. And I think that's what Kev was trying to say towards the end when he said that, you know, all the times that he went there on his personal podcast, he probably experienced something very similar. So
that
was
awesome. I'm so proud of you guys. Keep doing this. I remember when this was what was the other one?
Internet's Undefeated.
Yes, when you guys did that, I was like, you got something great here. And then when All Deaf shut down, I was like, oh man, This is like one of my favorite shows on there, just you two. And then you guys came up with Damn Internet, You Scary. And I'm just like, this is golden. So I'm so proud of you guys for sharing your creativity and your hearts with the world.
Pat, somebody
ugly brothers. I love y'all.
Somebody hit me up, was like, yo, I might have a vendor for you, so we might be able to get the shirts back up and running soon.
Okay.
So I literally got to call them after I get off of here so we can see if we can get that move.
Oh, yeah. Let's do that so that we can potentially get a booth in DEF CON.
Yeah. So we have Damn Internet You Scary shirts, the Fuck You Pat shirts, and we might have one more addition to that as well. So y'all stay tuned for that. But thank you guys so much for that, and thank you, Meg, for coming on the show. Next week we have Tony Baker. Tony Baker swinging back through, and then a week after that we have Doughboy. So thank you guys, and I appreciate you guys looking out and continue to support you through this crazy time. We will be here as long as you guys are watching. Shout out to my amazing co-host, Mr. Patrick Cloud. You know what I mean?
Hey,
we out here, and we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
I think the craziest thing about Zoom is that the last 2 episodes I had a whole.
It's still streaming on YouTube, so just
okay, no worries.
No, it's fine. I'm gonna let it go a little bit because this is for the Patreon, so I'll let it go a little bit. I'll stop recording on the other one.
Zoom is so dope. I did not say a single topic in the last 2 episodes that we did. Like just the off the cuff stuff that we did, just kind of like filled out the entire episode. And I like literally 2 episosos and not one topic. That's crazy. Like we're literally professional conversators.
Versus the craziest thing is like they aren't usually this moving and impactful when we're together. We're doing this virtually and we're touching people in ways that we didn't even do when we were like literally sitting side by side.
Why that is?
Because you're in the comfort of your own home. So you're comfortable where you're at, number one. Number two, like we don't have a rigid time frame like we do when we're paying for a studio. You're at home, you see what I mean? We just kind of just flow, just go with it. We don't have that. We have a time constraint when we are filming in person.
That's true. It seems like location had a lot more stresses on us than we were actively aware of. So it's like,
man, that's what I was gonna say. Like when that cry came, Pat.
When what?
The cry. When the cry started, like you feel
right
when you know you're about to get emotional. And that was because literally a minute before that, we were laughing like, yeah, it's crazy.
Right? It was just like that.
Bro, that joint was right here, and it was like it snuck out of my eye. I was like
climbing out of a window.
Bro, I was like, oh, it's too.
Did it build up, or was it just like boom? You didn't know that was there.
It was. I didn't know it was there. I didn't know that I was even being affected about the stuff that I've been dealing with. You know, like, because if you're somebody that's closed off, you're just used to taking everything that happens and just piling it on wherever you place it, suppressing it, right? Compacting it and just moving on. Yeah. So when
some big piles too.
Bro, when we all started relating on things, and it was a moment of unison where I felt like we were just all on the same wavelength. And it was like, I can be vulnerable in front of them. But I hadn't even processed it in my head. It was literally a feeling of emotional connection that my heart was like, let it go. And bro, I couldn't even if I had known it, I would have closed the laptop or at least turned off my camera. It took me by that much surprise that I wasn't even able to prepare for it. It was just.
So it's almost like you knew or you found out last that it was happening. Like everything came and then you found out and you were like, wait. Now, oh, damn. You know what I mean? Like
I found out when y'all found out. It was a surprise release. When Jordan's doing a surprise release, you be like, oh, I didn't even know this.
Niggas hit you with the Lemonade album. Just out of nowhere and drop.
It was different.
So
I mean,
that kind of goes into what you say about therapy. Actually, what you and Kev said about therapy in terms of like their job isn't to be like, this is what you should do, this is how you should feel, blah 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 blah. They just kind of like poke like things like, all right, what happened there? How was that? Did you know what I mean? Like little, sort of like those little.
Y'all were pulling at a thread that I didn't know that was like a load supporting.
Yeah,
bruh. And when y'all pulled at that, them tears was like, oh, finally.
It was like Jenga almost, like that one piece you didn't know was holding up so much. You're like, no, I'm good here. And you're like, oh, this was the foundation. Like, it's just, damn.
I'm so proud of you here. Remember when you was like thinking about going to therapy way back when, and we were talking about, and I was like, you better go. I'm like, really proud that you stuck with it.
And all that. Yeah, man. Meg saw it all, bro. She saw from everything. Like when I was thinking about going to the first
therapist, I was like, keep going. There's somebody else. Don't give up.
That's what started the whole like you not finding the right person. That was around that time.
Yeah, because I first started, I was still at ADD, and it was not good because there's a wide misproportion. It's a misproportion.
Misconception?
No. It's unproportioned, the population to therapists that we have in LA. Right? There's way more people that need help than the professionals that are available. Right. In networks, like with Kaiser. Kaiser is like, they are bleeding. So a couple months ago, they made the decision to start outsourcing commissioning therapists and under their umbrella. And so that's what it took, me finding somebody that wasn't necessarily in my network, but had been commissioned to serve their patients. And it wasn't until this last therapist that I have that I've been actually able to like really peel back some layers and see some of the mistakes that I've made, the way I've wronged people, the way people have wronged me. Because as a Pisces, I'm always like trying to please people. I'm loyal to a fault and all that type of stuff, but everybody doesn't deserve it. And so it wasn't until my therapist where I realized like, certain people are gaslighting me and certain people have taken advantage of that kindness and that loyalty. And it's crazy because right now, with everything that's going on with this pandemic, this is the perfect time to do a clean cut from toxic people. Or if you realize you were the toxic person, this is the best time for you to let relationships go so people can do better and you can find that peace and heal so you're not continue to ruin relationships. This is the perfect time to have that clean slate and just cut off, because I'm like 3 people in already, and just like I feel so much better.
And you didn't even know the effect. That's crazy. Damn.
Yeah, but it was so necessary, so necessary. So it looks like I have a call with the On These Hoes podcast, so I gotta get out for here. But appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all.
Love y'all too.
Talk
man.
to y'all a little later.
Bye, guys. Thank